Hey guys, Fredman1 here, and today I'm going to bring you a tutorial of how to make a mob spawner for XP or mob drops using a simple darkness spawner design without using any of the stupid mob spawner blocks, because I know those can be really hard to find and they're not very effective. So what I'd like to do is, this is not my original design, but I have improved on it quite a bit in my opinion. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to make one layer, and I can show you how to add the layers, and it's quite simple how to add the layers. Okay, you're going to start off with 4 blocks like that. Here, let me give me some half slabs. This is basically the only materials you need for the entire thing. You'll just need a lot of them, but I like to do this. Make a little platform like that, and then now if you can't fly, which is most likely the case if you need a mob spawner, you can just make it like this. And if you're low on materials, I hate that stupid new inventory. If you're low on materials, you can cut the corners like this, and it will really cut down the amount of materials you need. But anyway, I like to make mine 18 blocks high. So let's count this out. Alright, 18 blocks high. Alright, I'm going to jump to when I'm finished this part, and then I'll show you the next part. Alright, now that we're done these 4 sides, now that we're done these 4 sides, we can start on the part where the mobs will actually spawn. And it uses water to push the mobs into the hole so they can fall down. And water only flows 8 blocks, so it's nice to have it as big as possible so they can spawn as much. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Alright, I think that's right. If it's not right, I'll fix it later. Okay, so basically what you need to do is you need to make mob spawning platforms, and they need to be 2 high as such, and 8 long, so they need to be 8 by 8 by 2. Might be too long, I'm not sure. And trust me, even if you're not in creative mode, this does not take too long. As long as you have the materials and you're adept at building, it won't take you much longer than a few seconds. Or, sorry, a few minutes. Let's see. Alright, perfect. 8 block long. Alright. Alright, and just to show you the basics of what this is actually going to do. So, let's say, Mob, he spawns up here. He's walking around a little bit. Eventually, he's going to fall into a canal. And since we have water in these canals, see, it flows to the very edge, and then it doesn't fall in, so that's good like that. Since we have water in the canals, he's going to fall in. And we push down here, and fall there to his almost death, where I'll show you the basics later. So now I'm going to jump to where I've completed all 4 pads. If you want to build this, you can just copy the design from the first one. Alright, so when you finish up, you're going to have something that looks like this. 4 sides, 4 platforms, all with water flowing straight to the middle. Same principle of mob spawning. Alright, now you're saying, but it's not dark enough in here for mobs to spawn, or what if mobs spawn and they walk off? Well, now, here's the part which really takes just quite a while, encasing the whole thing. And encasing the whole thing is very important because it keeps the mobs from going away, and it lets them spawn in daylight where it's bright outside, so no other mobs will spawn except for in here. So that really increases the mob spawn potential. But this is going to take quite a while. I'm just going to let you know that the chamber has to be only 2 blocks high, no higher, because if it's higher than 2 blocks, say 3 blocks or 4 blocks, Endermen will spawn, and since Endermen don't like water, they're going to spawn, fall in the water, teleport out, and start attacking you, or start picking up blocks out of your base, and that's not something you want to deal with. So I'll just jump to the part where you need to know. Alright, now that we have the walls 2 blocks high, we need to start on the roof. And what I like to do to save just that tiny bit of materials that you actually need is I like to place a block here and put a block there and then cut off there. That way you don't have any of the nasty corners, and it saves you about, I don't know, maybe a stack of bricks or stone or dirt. And remember, this can be made out of any material whatsoever besides sand or glass or whatever material. Don't be stupid like gravel or something, but any material, dirt, wood, stone, cobblestone, it doesn't matter. It's just aesthetic to place the blocks as stone or whatever, because I think it looks good. And now that we have one layer of the roof done, I'll jump to where it's complete. Alright, roof's almost complete. Just to show you how dark it gets in here. Now the light level is at 0, I believe, maybe 1. This allows the maximum amount of mobs to spawn, and I'll go ahead and let you see that, and then I'll go on to tell you how to make multiple levels. And there's even a trick to get you basically unlimited music discs that I guess I didn't found it, but I did discover it quite a long time ago, so it's very nice. What you want to do to keep mobs spawning from a minimum anywhere else is place torches around. And in my previous experiences, I actually placed torches around all around the buildings within like 150 block radius or something. So there was really no other mob spawning anywhere near me besides in the mob spawner, and that really increases your mob spawning capabilities. And also keep in mind, this is super flat world, so there is no cave systems below me where mobs can spawn. To really get the most out of your mob spawner, you want to dig below you, block up all the cave systems you see with torches, make sure that there's no dark spots. And it sounds like a lot of work, but since you're mining a lot to get all the materials that you need for normal Minecraft, you can just really place a torch everywhere you go, and it takes a little bit of coal, but not too much. So I'm just going to give an example right here. Alright, so now I'm going to turn on mob spawning, and we're going to see how many mobs spawn. I'm going to put it to hard, so a lot spawn, and let me turn it to night. I'm not quite sure how to turn it to night, actually. I'll just jump to when it's night, because I'm stupid about console commands. Oh, look right there. As soon as I jump cut, they start spawning. And this is actually the perfect time to show you how to get music discs. And as you can see, it's very efficient, especially when there's no other mobs spawning. So as you can see, with the 18 blocks, it's a one-hit. Ah, spider. That's the only issue with this design. Spiders can get up there, and there's a way to stop it, but it does decrease the productivity of the spawn. So let's see. As you can see, it's a one-hit kill with the with a sword from that distance. And let's see if I can get some music discs out of this. Crap, there's too many spawning. Here, wait 1 second. Ah! Now you can see it can get too efficient. It really is a very nice design, and if you're not getting quite the amount of mobs you want after it, or out of it, there's ways that you can add more layers and stuff. And I actually once made a 18 layer mob spawner, on one of the servers I was on. Alright, let's try this out. The mobs are trying to glitch through because there's too many. Alright. Let me see if I can actually get a stupid music disc for you. Trust me, it's a lot easier on multiplayer, on regular single player, because there's not as many mobs spawning. Let me see if I can get a skeleton down here. Alright, perfect. Skeleton. And then punch the creeper twice with your fists. Then run into these little gaps to make the skeleton see you. Oh crap, I'm in creative mode. He doesn't like me. Here, wait 1 second. Alright, now that I'm in, crap. Now that I'm in... Oh look, see, I got a disc right there. That was from the creeper. Ah! And if you perfect it, then you can really get quite a few spawns. You just killed the wrong guy. Now the only thing to worry about is creeper damage, and creepers can be a real pain in the butt. Because if you let them explode, then you're gonna have to rebuild the base. But I'll show you a trick where you don't have to do that anymore. I guess now you know how to get this. Oh, dang it, they're spawning too fast. Now you know how to get the music discs, and I hope you can perfect that yourself. Let me just show you a way to get the creeper proofness that you need. Alright, what you want to do is you want to get one second, I'm going to turn mob spawning off for the moment. There we go. Alright. Now you say, when a creeper blows up, it's going to blow up all my hard work. And that would be true. But, of course, as you know, obsidian is creeper proof. Now you want to make this about max of 4 blocks, or 5 blocks high. That way there's no possibility of a creeper blowing up your hard work. And this is actually very, very, very effective. I was surprised at how easy it was to use this, or to do this. If you have an obsidian generator, which is pretty easy to make with some redstone and a bucket of lava, then it's super easy to make. But you should have a normal amount of obsidian. I think this is like 24 obsidian or something. It's not too much. Okay. Now we will test its creeper proofiness. Just give it a second and they'll start spawning. Oh, there's one right now. Alright. I'm gonna kill all but the creeper and get it pissed at me. Ah! Hey creeper. See, what the creeper does is that he blows up, but the obsidian stops him from damaging any blocks. Unfortunately, he does kill all mobs and kill all the drops from the mobs, so you do have to be careful with that. Crap. I almost died there. One last thing. One last thing I'm going to show you before I get off is, well, two last things. If you're building this in normal, which you most likely are, you're going to want to wait to get up there and check on the mob spawns. And what I like to do is this. Make a little platform off the front. Make sure it's lit up so mobs don't spawn. And then what I'm doing is I'm making an area where the ladders can come down to, so you can easily climb up. And I'm making it extra wide so it's safe, because safety is the most important thing in the Minecraft workplace. Alright, now we add the ladders. Alright, and now you've got a safe and easy way to get up and check on your mob spawner. And the last thing I'm going to show you is how to make your mob spawner larger, because you're saying, one mob tower is not enough. I'm not getting enough mobs coming down from here, and I'm not getting enough experience to support my greedy enchanting, or enchanting things for my friends and selling them if you're on a server. And enchanted items can really go for a lot of money, even with the new update. Okay, yeah, that's something I forgot about. Okay, so, for this, you're basically gonna, oh, right on target. You're basically gonna redo the exact same thing that you did for making the old one. You're just gonna redo, and I'll jump to what it looks like. Alright, and as you can see, it's basically the same design as the other one. Now we just need to make the platforms, and I'll jump to it again because you already know how to make the platforms, and it just takes a long time. Alright, now as you can see, it's basically the exact same thing. Same design, same ideas, and we go up here. Now to finish the roof and the siding. I'll see you again in 5 minutes, I guess. Alright, and as you can see, we are done this part. Put on the finishing touches. And one thing that's very, very important to making a double layer spawner is the water drop. And since they're dropping from about a 4 block higher height, they're probably going to die when they hit the ground. So what we have to do is we have to put a way that they won't die by putting signs down and making water. And this way, the mobs will be falling, and they'll be like, and they'll land in the water. It will slow down their fall for about half a second, and then they'll fall the rest of the way, the other 16 feet. And that's very important to the dynamics of it, or else they'll die and it'll be sad. Now let's see how efficient this mob spawner really is. There's our first customer already. As you can see, they're literally just falling down. And if you watch my experience bar up at the or down at the bottom, you can see how fast my experience is going up. I mean, it's just pouring out of there. And you can also tweak the fall design a little bit to where, holy cow, this is a lot of mobs. You can also tweak the fall design a little bit to where they'll die in one fist hit. It's kind of hard to do that exactly, so you might want to just test the fall distances. It's probably around 20, I think, 20 blocks, but I like this design. As you can see, they're really just pouring down the tube, just giving out tons of experience, and you can imagine all the mob drops you can get from this. You can imagine selling them on a server, using them on hardcore, because mob drops are really important, all the blocks, and it may be hard to get all the blocks you need to make this in a flat core world, but just remember there's hundreds of thousands of blocks of dirt, and the only reason that you shouldn't use dirt is that you think it's ugly, and that's not really an issue in flat core. Now remember, creeper damage is very dangerous to you if you're playing hardcore, so be careful with that. And as you can see, just from the start of this video to the end, I went up 30 levels, and this thing is just absolutely pouring out mobs. Let's see if we can that's actually kind of cool looking. See, they spawn in here. Oh, they're getting trapped, but they're still going down. They spawn in here, and they all float towards. This is just really a whole ton of mobs. They spawn in these platforms, and they go down. I really wish there was a way to effectively get rid of spiders easily. If you know, please tell me in the comments, because I don't like spiders in real life or in Minecraft. But this is the most effective mob spawning method I know. And of course you can always add layers and layers and layers. But remember, they only spawn within, I think it's 100 blocks of you. So if you start getting up that high and you still don't have the amount of mobs you want, I don't know how that's possible, but I don't know, then you can always branch off to the side and have a little chute heading down here doing the same thing. It's very effective. Yeah. Okay, this is just ridiculous how many mobs are spawning. I mean, let me check. Over 147 mobs in this area. Most of them are in that spawner right there. Some of them are hanging around. But I hope you liked this video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And if you're looking at this on Reddit, don't forget to upvote and comment on there. It also helps. Please check out our other videos. They're very important to us. And the more comments and likes and subscribers we have, the more resources we have to build more videos, which I hope you like. Frodoman1 signing off. Hope you enjoy this.